How's it going? I'm starting a really big project. I'm Charles Barnes. This is an elephant that I designed. I did a preliminary using photographs, and then I changed the size on it with a computer, and then I scaled it up by hand to it's almost 4 feet by 5 feet. It's 44 inches by 56 inches. It's going to take me a really long time, and I want to say this right away. There's no color in it. And don't be confused. I know that seems like a paradox because it's a stained glass channel, but I want to use all clear textures to create form and image and depth. Something I've always wanted to do. And if you'll bear with me, I'm going to set this camera up and show you one by one all the different clear textures that I've chosen for the design, and then I'm going to start cutting. This is actually the drawing and my templates. So you can see I have a copy. I'm actually standing on a stool because this is so big and it's hard to get the whole thing in the camera. But this is my template, and below that is the pattern. So I'll be cutting up all these little tiny pieces of paper, tracing them onto the glass, and building this little by little using copper foil. I hope you'll come along with me. So hang on a second and I'll position this camera and start showing you the beautiful textures I've chosen. Well, I'm sorry about the camera angle, but that's the best I can do. It's so big, I just can't capture it all. So the first thing I want to show you is the glass I've chosen for the trees, which go up the side, and there's a few branches at the top, and it's called digital. Digital. Here it is. And it has a definite direction to the grain, so I'll use it like this and run the direction of the tree with the direction of the glass, and that'll give it a nice frame. It'll tie the whole image together and keep your eye from wandering away. So that's for the tree. Next up is what I've chosen for the leaves. These sections here are great big swaths of glass, and there's leaves up here. And I've changed this a lot as I was scaling it up. So now there's leaves at the bottom and the top and each corner basically. And this is called autumn. And it's really cool because it actually has leaves in the pattern. I think this is so beautiful. And it's kind of random. So I won't really follow the, I'll probably pay attention to the grain a little bit when I'm positioning my templates. But these will be for these large sections of leaves that are coming off the tree. Next up is what I've chosen for the ground or the earth that the elephant is standing on. It's called wavelite. Wavelite. It's pretty, has an earthy feel to it, and it will be these sections down here. All of these sections in between the feet and in between the roots of the tree. That's pretty. And then after that, I'm going to show you what I chose for the ears. It's called Everglade. This is beautiful. I wanted the leaves to have big, broad pieces and broad strokes that provide contrast from all the detail. So these sections here will be this Everglade, and there's some ear on the other side too. These pieces here, beautiful stuff. For the sections of sky, I've chosen something called Corteza. I think it looks kind of like ferns. It's really organic and has a nice flow to it. So this will be in these sections here in between the elephant and the trees. And there's a few pieces here. And then at the top, there will be some of this going across. So it's what we call the field or the background, although there's not very much of it, but it kind of separates the design from the background. Corteza. I've never used this. I like it a lot. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Next up is a glass called Confetta. This is Confetta. It's real dense. It captures a lot of light, and this is what I'm going to use for these sections of band that run vertically all the way up the legs and the trunk, all the way up into the head. So each one of these little sections will be a strip of this. That'll create nice separation between the individual sections of the elephant. I've never used this either. I think it's pretty. We'll see. Now I'll show you hammered, which is what I've chosen for the straight lines in between the larger sections. Hammered, pretty traditional, very common, but it has a beautiful feel to it. It's not quite as dense as some of the other textures, but it does diffuse the light pretty well. And this is going to go where all of these straight sections are. Everywhere you see one of these straight lines here, all throughout here, all the way up, these pieces are all going to be this hammered. I've used this a lot. It cuts really easy and it's really slick. It's clean. It's beautiful. Now for the sections in between the sections, I want to show you two glasses at once that I just think are stunning. One of them is called Tapestry and the other is called Mayflower. Tapestry and Mayflower. These are so cool. This is Mayflower. Obviously, it does have some flower patterns in it. It's repetitive and it does have a direction to it. And I'm going to use this in combination with this for all of these random geometric shapes in between the bands. So you'll see this glass, this will be the dominant glass that's going all the way up the elephant. This is Mayflower. And careful not to get cut. This is Tapestry. Very rigid, repetitive, symmetrical, almost has a Victorian feel to it. So these two will be basically next to each other, offering contrast. And I've never used either one of these. I'm really excited about it. These are so cool. This is Mayflower. Obviously, it does have some flower patterns in it. It's repetitive and it does have a direction to it. And I'm going to use this in combination with this for all of these random geometric shapes in between the bands. So you'll see this glass, this will be the dominant glass that's going all the way up the elephant. This is Mayflower. And careful not to get cut. This is Tapestry. Very rigid, repetitive, symmetrical, almost has a Victorian feel to it. So these two will be basically next to each other, offering contrast. And I've never used either one of these. I'm really excited about it. Let's see what's left. Oh, the tusks. The center of the eyes, and the toenails are all going to be something called Baroque. This is Baroque. It has hardly any pattern at all, and it's very random. It's just like swirls. And that's why I want to use this for the tusks, because the contrast between hardly any texture and big pieces of glass will contrast with tight pattern and tight texture to create a depth. So you'll know that the tusks are out in front. And I'm going to use it also down here in the toenails. I just figured this elephant wants this for his toenails. I don't know. It's pretty. I've used this a lot. Baroque. Last one. This is called Sparkle. I just got a small piece of this because I'm only using it for highlights. It really captures a lot of light. It like glows and illuminates. And I'm going to use this for the sections in between the ear. And there's going to be some of it at the top of the ears and the top of the head. And I'll probably work in a little bit of it just randomly throughout the design to try to create the effect of the sunlight coming from the left, because it'll really brighten up the areas where I use it. Just a little bit of sparkle, and I'm to be determined where I'll put it, but I'm going to use some of it for sure. Time to start. I'm going to get busy. I have a piece of mat board here that I'm going to place underneath my templates so I don't cut into the pattern. And I'm going to start with just a regular old X-Acto knife. I'm going to start cutting out these shapes and cut some glass. I'll at least cut the digital glass for the trees in this video. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but this will be the fun part, and I'll stop talking so much and you can just watch me work. I hope you enjoy. Aren't you glad I'm not talking? Peaceful. It's so peaceful out here. All right. I think that's all the pieces of the tree on the right side anyway. I'm going to lay these out on that glass. Let's cut some tree. Oh, got a little leftover coffee. Made some iced coffee. Microphone. I hope that's working. Brand new Sharpies. Oh, yeah. Love buying new things. I don't like opening new things. Got the grain. Again, it's oriented this way. I've got direction arrows on all my pieces. That'll also help me be sure it's right side up. And I'm going to lay these out, try to save as much glass as possible, but I want to be sure I can cut them out. So you're always looking for a avenue. Where's my first cut going to be? Where's my second cut going to be? Looks like I'm definitely going to have to order another piece of this for the other side. That went fast. Not much left over. I hope I can get all these cuts. It's been a while since I cut large pieces of glass. I've been making so much jewelry. I'm burnt out on that jewelry. This is this is what I really want to do. I tell you, this glass is super easy to cut. Most clear texture is really easy to cut. Cutting right on my line. If I have to, I'll take some out when I grind. I need to get a scrap bucket. Watch out, Mr. Microphone. Let you live over there. Uh-oh. Giving me a little trouble. I might just grind that out. I'm not going to risk it. Got a brand new grinder I'll show you in a little bit. Speaking of that, this is a Toyo Super Cutter. It's a pencil head, and I've used them my whole life. Actually, I bought this brand new just for this, but they'll last you 20 years. Fantastic product. Toyo Super Cutter. They have them on Amazon. Might make some jewelry with these scraps. let's take these and see what they look like. I get ahead of myself.